Hey everyone, it's Eric here from My 525XL. Today is January 9th, giving you a quick update. I haven't posted in a while. First off, Happy New Year to everyone. I hope you all had a great Christmas and the New Year, starting the New Year off on the right foot, hopefully. Just a few things in the tank. For me, I cleaned up the green hairy tip mushroom, so I got rid of quite a bit of it, sold a bunch of it off. Also trimmed up my, finger leather coral there. A couple of branches that were sticking out, two big pieces actually, so I've got some carbon floating in there just to combat the chemicals that it released when I cut it. Zoas are doing good. The green-red Favia is doing fine. Florida Recordia here is doing pretty good. I think it's not liking the flow right now, so I might have to maybe move where it is. But it did separate a bit. There's one piece here that's glued itself to the glass, so it seems to be growing quite nicely. The torch coral is doing great. Again, a little unhappy because I have my hands in there, trimming up the coral or moving stuff around, so I'm sure it'll come out later. The hard corals up top, notice a big difference in the bird's nest. It's really growing quickly now on the left-hand side. The guy in the middle towards the back, the no-name, still branching out really nicely, so there's a lot of growth there. And then surprisingly, the pistachio acropora on the right-hand side, while it's not growing out, it's not growing upward, it's growing outward, kind of like me these days, but it is doing growth. It's doing a lot of encrusting on the rock there, so it is growing, it's just not up. I don't know. Strange. Anyway, of course I didn't really have the foresight, so I'm going to have to move these around once I clean the tank up and rearrange a bit and put these acroporas on their own rocks so that it has a little bit more room to grow. My red Monty cap there I still haven't placed until I make the final adjustments with the rocks. GSP, not happy at all because of the hairy tip mushroom has really kind of taken over that rock, so I'm going to have to fix all that. I think the GSP is kind of almost gone. Duncan, however, is loving it. Just full, as you can see. I can't believe that started off with 3 or 4 heads. I took a photo at night. I'll see if I can find it. I'll post it right here. I started counting the heads on the front, and it was 80, so it's really full. The green leather coral there, not happy right now because I just moved it to this side of the tank, so he'll probably start coming to play a little later. I did lose my cleaner shrimp. Haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. I'm assuming it's dead, and also the fire goby. I don't know. I think the fox face and his little buddy in there are really taking over in terms of all the food, and I think that might be a fight for everyone. Fire goby is not exactly aggressive in nature, and neither is a shrimp, so they might have starved off. I think I'm going to get rid of this guy on this left-hand side here. You can't see him behind the rock. Can't remember what it's called, so I'll probably just keep the fox face. Down below, reef mat is running great. I'm about 3/4 way through the second roll, but it's working amazing. I have nothing bad to say about it. Really happy with that acquisition. The Aero Aqua Duo working like a champ, pulling out whatever I need. I'm still running it only during the day and off at night, and then the torque with the carbon in the back there is off during the day and on at night with just the carbon inside. The core pump is working great, silent as ever, much quieter than the, what do you call it? Oh my God. Than this guy. I can't remember what it's called, I'm losing my mind. A lot quieter, actually, I'm kind of surprised. And then I've rerun my dosing lines just with the colored reef, Red Sea reef tubes there. I got 4 lines in, one's empty, one's all for reef, which I still dose, one is potassium, and one is magnesium. I'm just going to start dosing magnesium now because I like to keep my magnesium around 1500, and it was okay with all for reef, but I guess I got some consumption, so I'm going to bump it up a bit to 1500, which is where I like it. Other than that, everything's okay on the sump side here. On the power side, I was a little pissed with my Neptune Apex 832 power bar. It gave up the ghost, the switch inside that controls the on and off, which I hear is problematic. So I did replace it. I've ordered parts for the old one, so I will keep it as a spare because I'm sure that'll happen again. But this unit is brand new out of the box, and it has this incessant humming sound. So I sent the video to Neptune, which I'll post right here. You can hear that humming, so Neptune replied, they won't let you exchange with the LFS. They want you to go directly through them. I'm in Canada, they're in the States. It's a bit of a piss off, but, and back and forth, right? You should just be able to take this back to the LFS, but no. Anyway, they sent me a link. I have to pay a $50 deposit. They'll send me a new one. I ship the old one back, but honestly, I think that's just a little too complicated than it needs to be. So that's why I've got a spaghetti of wires here. I had to unplug everything, take out the old one, put in the new one. I'm not putting it back now until I get the replacement for the new one. So we'll see how that goes. A little frustrating, but honestly, I think we can complicate breathing if we tried. In behind the tank, same old stuff. My furnace slash fish room. So I'm still doing the automatic water changes from this bucket here. 2 gallons a day, working great. No, I will never stop that. I think it's really beneficial for my tank. I did add another reef dose unit, so I have 2 sets of 2. Had I had known I was going to do that, I would have bought 1 but anyway. So I've got 1 unit dedicated for all for reef and potassium, and then 1 unit for magnesium. The 4th pump is free right now, so I just wired everything up in case I do have the requirement. So I love those clips that you can get from Red Sea that just keep everything organized if you do it properly. Obviously mine's a little more disheveled, but it keeps everything down anyway, tied down. Still running UV all day, all night. Seems to be working great. And this guy here, I will never regret getting, which is the Kmart water changer. This thing is an absolute beast. It is quiet and it is fast. Best thing I did. Wish I did that before going through the Neptune dose units. I went through 2 of them doing water changes, which is just stupid. Anyway, that guy is well worth the money. So that's it. And behind the fish tank, just go back outside. So that's it really for my update. Tank's pretty stable. I'll post my parameters here so you can see what they look like. My calcium is running a little high. I need to see what's going on there, but I'm not going to start, dosing stuff and adjusting. I'll just let things go, and it's not critically high. It is over 600 though, which is not where I want to be, so I'll have to see about bringing it down slowly and how I can do that peacefully without, setting off World War III in the tank from a chemistry standpoint. So other than that, that's about, honestly, I think everything's running really smoothly. Keep it up to date on my maintenance. The turbo snails are really doing a great job on the algae that does grow in there. So my hat's off to those fellas. They are doing a fantastic job. Other than that, like I said, I'm stable. I'm just letting everything grow, and I'm not really poking the line, so to speak. Once I get that power bar replaced, then I'm good. Anyway, I would love to hear from you guys as always. Any questions, comments, just put them down below. I'll respond as soon as I can. Any suggestions from you guys also, things that you think I might be doing wrong, just let me know, or things that I can improve on. Always up for improvement. Anyway, I will let you guys go, and until we talk again, happy reefing.